Welcome to the Nathan.net. In this video, I'll be creating an Ansible dynamic inventory for QUEM, KVM guest using community.libvirt Ansible collection. The release notes can be found on the Ansible docs, and we'll just take a look at that right here using a text-based browser. It'll look different. The links will be included in the blog post. So this shows the requirements. It should already be installed. I think if you put libvirt, then it should pull that. And there's the parameters, the notes. The things to note here is it says it does not work with SE Linux. It requires the agent on the VM, and it requires access to these commands on the VM, which are not there by default. So in my previous video, the one I just released, I went through setting up the guest and allowing these commands and everything that was needed for that. That's the URL for this collection. Works with remote host, the local, and Linux containers. I already have it installed here, but this is the command I would actually use to install it. The ansible-galaxy collection installed in the community.libvirt. And you can see that it's already installed and it found it, but it goes down and tries to pull those dependencies. Once that's installed, we can set up our inventory. And I already have the inventory set up. It's pretty simple here. The plugin is just what you call, and then the URI, and this is where you could do Linux containers, you could do local, or you could do a remote. You could put the remote host in right there. But this is for a local one that I have set up. And I just want to see what I got running here. I got all my Linux running, so I'm just doing Ansible inventory. I'm giving it my inventory file. You could do -i also, and then the -- list, and this will list all hosts in inventory. And you can see there is a lot of information in this inventory right here. So this is where you could get IP addresses and things like that from too, if it's up and running. So if you get red or some kind of error message, the first thing to troubleshoot is that the agent's running, you connect to it, and you have the access you need, and you could do that with this command right here. And this is just telling the agent this is the guest I want to connect to, and this is executing the guest and then it's going to be telling it to do an ls on that host, and this means that it was successful. So this means that I can connect and have the permission. The next thing I want to do is I want to just test the console connection to it. This I'm going to do past that inventory, and I'm going to do the L for limit, and then I'm going to do the Alma 8. And you can ignore these warnings, these are part of that collection. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do, let's just do a who am I. You can see that I am root, and that's coming from Alma 8. And then we can actually, my workstation is Mint, and you could do Red Hat release, and you can see that actually is Alma Linux, and that's not what I was on before. It's pretty cool, so you could actually see that it's connected. And it's very easy to set up. It's a dynamic inventory. I want to do a playbook to test this out. I already have it written, and the reason is because YAML spaces love me. So what this is going to do is I just want to run an update on this host. And you can see I passed the host. I told it to not gather facts. Don't need the facts off of it. Become true. Because it's connecting as root, I'm not sure if that's actually needed. I copied this from another update playbook I have, so I took any errors fatal. This is telling it because it is a DNF. Another playbook I had a yum DNF and different based on host OS. I wish there was an easy way to just tell it update, like smart enough to know if you gather facts which one it is. But this one I told it just DNF, and then make sure all packages are the latest, and that's how you basically do a DNF update. On this, or even a yum update, that'd be the only difference, is telling it yum. So I'm installing yum utils. The previous video I installed the server, but it did not include these, and I want these because this right here, and we'll take a look at that. Root at, just had the IP from the other one, so this is just a script out there. You see there's no such file or directory. So this is one of the things, this is probably the only thing this playbook's going to do. And what this does is it says if it requires reboot, there's that little, it's a script out there that once this is installed, and it tells you if the OS has updates that need rebooting, like glibc, kernel, things like that. And if it's just minor updates, then they don't need rebooted. And if it does, it's going to reboot it with post-reboot delay. It's going to wait 60 seconds, which is a long time for a VM. Here, it should reboot really quick, like, well, quicker than that. And it's throttle, so this will only say do one at a time. And then it's going to only do it when it needs rebooted. So let's run this playbook. So ansible-playbook, I'm going to tell it my inventory is the KVM, and this time I'm just doing a short of inventory. And then I'm going to do the DNF update. You can see that this playbook is actually running right now, and you can ignore those warnings and errors. It says OK, says it's rebooting skipping, and it says it's changed that. So we could actually log in again, and I can run that command, and it is there. So, and it's just a link to the DNF tools. Pretty cool. I wonder if that with DNF tools was there before. I'm going to check that out now. So, pretty awesome to set up a dynamic inventory. Thanks for watching. I'll have a link to my blog post with all the playbooks and commands I ran below. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.